Hello everyone, I'm Jung Chul, the professor at Computer Science in the ITC and ILPP in Cambodia. Today I will show you how to control the Linux package. The title is the Linux Package Management. For this part, there are three parts. The part 1 will focus on the RPM, and the part 2 will be the YUM, and the part 3, the source file and services. So this one now is the part 1 about the RPM. About the RPM, there are the 5 chapters, and for YUM, the 4 chapters, and the source file and services 3 chapters. Okay, chapter 1, RPM Package Manager. Number 1, getting and installing software packages. To install the software packages in the Linux system, we can use this kind of the materials. The first one, the installation, the DVD or CD. And second, vendor repository. For example, like www.centos.org or the federaproject.org like this, or the third-party repositories, for example, like rpmfind.net or sourceforge.net. From this kind of material website, you can download the software packages. Number 2, RPM component. First one, the local database. If we install RPM packages, normally RPM save this kind of information to this directory. And here we can find all the information about the RPM database we installed so far. And the RPM and the related executables, it means normally RPM package looks like this. For example, first one have the name and the version number and release number and architecture, for example, Intel or IBM like this. Or this one's the extension of the RPM packages. And RPM is a backend for other programs such as YUM. If we use the YUM, in second part, I will explain about the YUM. So this kind of the YUM normally use the RPM packages. It is so YUM is a kind of the front end is a kind of program, but RPM is a backend for the users. And the YUM or system config, the package provides significant advantages such as automatic dependency resolution. It means in the CentOS 6.4, normally this one does not support system config package, but below the CentOS 6, maybe you can find this command and YUM together. So YUM or system config packages has advantages. For example, automatic dependency resolution. So RPM has a very deadly weak point. Normally, the RPM does not support automatic dependence resolution. So normally these days we are using YUM compared to RPM. So number 3, primary functions. So primary function of the RPM, there are 3 kinds: installation and removing, and query and verify like this. Okay, number 2, chapter 2, installing the removing software. For example, number 1, the primary RPM options. So first one, installation. Normally we use -i for installation. For example, RPM-IVH, the package name. Like this, we can install the packages. And number 2, RPM-IVH. Here, there is a URL of the exact package like this. In this case, the AutoFS5.0.5. So in this case, we can install this package from exact URL. B, upgrade. In this case, we will use -u. upgrade or install the package currently installed to a new version. It means upgrade the option upgrade support the upgrading of the existing or already installed packages. But sometimes if when we try to install some package using this package, there is no existing packages. Even if there is no existing packages, normally -u try to continue to install this kind of package. But -h freshen, this one is similar to upgrade, but hyphen the f normally upgrade package like -u, but only ones for which an earlier version is installed. It means if earlier version already installed, in this case, we can use -f. But if there is no the earlier version, in this case, we have to use -u. For example, or t, erase, in this case, if we want to delete some package, we use -e. For example, RPM-e telnet. In this case, the RPM will delete the telnet. And the other options, RPM-Q, what requires, for example, AGTD is the name of the package. In this case, we can check the dependency checking before delete. Before delete, we can check what kind of packages is related to this package. And RPM-EVV-test HTTPD. In this case, before we install or delete some the package, we can test this one will be successful or not, like this. And number 2, output options. Normally for the output option, we use -v or -h. V mean print package name. H mean print hash mark for the process of installation of the packages. And number 3, many other install options are available. So for example, no devs. In this case, don't do dependency checking before installing or upgrading a package. So I already told you the RPM does not support the dependency checking. So sometimes when we try to install some packages, you will see the error message because of the dependency checking. In this case, if we don't want the installation with the dependent packages, in this case, we can use like this, no devs. Replace files, install the packages even if some of them are already installed. So in this case, when we try to install this package already installed. So if we want to install this package without this kind of situation, you can use this one, replace files. Force the contents of the current package to be installed. It means without the existing or current the situation, normally force the contents of the current packages. Replace the packages similar to the file, force package in this archive to be installed, even if they are already installed on the system. So even if there is already installed the packages, but just try or force to install. In this case, we can use the replace packages. Old package, force the package to be installed even if the current package is older than the on already installed. When we try to install some package already the previous version installed in this case, but the current package is older than already installed. In this case, we can use this kind of option. For example, RPM IVH install bubbles hash mark no devs mean no dependency checking. So just install without consideration of dependency packages. In this case, we can use like this. Okay, then let's try. Okay, first one here, let's try to first one installation first. For example, number 1, installation. First let's check that this package installed or not, like this, RPM For example, telnet in my case. So no information. For example, here, first one, let's check the so here we can find this kind of the databases and this kind of file. Okay, just a moment. So if you look at this directory, so we can find this kind of file is a database, data file, or it's a database. So in this case, we cannot read this file using the plain editor like VI or gedit like this. Okay, so now I found first one. There is no package about the telnet in the RPM database. So let's try to, so in my case, I already download this one, telnet and telnet server. So let's try to telnet 0. So like this. But if I use VH together, so we can see the package name and hash mark like this. Upgrade. Okay, let's just try to I will delete this one. Okay, RPM UVH. In my case now, I don't install telnet. I already installed the delete the telnet package, but so no problem to install this package. But telnet server, okay, RPM VH. So in this case, we cannot see the information. So let's check grep telnet. Okay, so only telnet. So telnet server did not install. So in this case, we have to use U upgrade telnet server like this. So now we can find RPM grep telnet like this. So we can find the two packages, telnet server and telnet like this. Okay, and let's test E RPM -E telnet. So I delete this package. One more thing, Q. What? For example, telnet server. In this case, no requires. Okay, then let's test HTTPD. In this case, if I try to install or if I try to delete this package, we have to consider the related packages like this. So when I try to delete this package also must be installed or must be deleted together. So before we delete, we can use this kind of options. Or, okay, RPM EVV test one telnet server. Oh, sorry, this one. E. So in this case, maybe we can test delete before delete this kind of package using this option test. So in this case, now telnet server did not install. So let's try to install first. VH telnet server like this. Okay, this one already the install. In this case, we can test like this. So using this command, you can test this one will be installed or not, or the database is already saved or not, like this. Okay, now let's try to the no devs. For example, let's try to use RPM UVH no depths telnet server like this. So in this case, we can use this kind of the options no depths. Okay, let's telnet server. Okay, again. So in this case, maybe no devs did not check the dependence, the packages with the telnet server. Okay, then now let's go to the RPM queries. Chapter 3. Number 1, RPM-Q, what packages, what information. So normally for the query, we use -Q. First, number 2, install package option. For example, RPM-QA. In this case, list installed all packages. So normally we use like this, RPM-QA, pipe, grep, and package I want to check what query. B, RPM-QF file name. In this case, for example, we know there is a file name etc password, but we don't know this file come from which the packages. In this case, we know using this option RPM-QF etc password. In this case, we will find which package installed this file. C, RPM-QI package name. In this case, we will see normally general information about this package. D, QL package name. In this case, list file in package. It means if we install the tele package will install some files. So if we want to know what kind of file installed by this package, we will use this option -QL. RPM-QL require tele. In this case, the package free request with the dependency. It means when we try to install or when we want the find or know the exact the dependence, the packages with this package. In this case, we can use these options. And the other option, RPM-Q capital RP and the package name. In this case, this package telnet did not install, but we want to know exact information about this package. In this case, we can use this kind of option, QRP. Number C, uninstall package options. So in this case, we can find this kind of option. Here, I is information. This one is similar to this one, package general information. So in this case, also we will find uninstall package information. Okay, verification. Before verification, let's check the query. Okay, first one, like this, grep telnet. So we can find, okay, let's install telnet package also. Okay, we can find now two packages about the telnet. So A here, so we can find this kind of informations, telnet server, and telnet2 packages. And one more thing, now RPM-QL telnet. So if we install this package, normally this package will install this file and this file. Okay, one more thing, telnet server. So if we install this package will install this kind of files. For example, RPM minus hyphen, okay, QL HTTPD is a web server. Then this web server package installed this kind of so many files. So using this command, This one, RPMQL HTTPD. So HTTPD install this kind of file. Or we can check like this, RPMQF etc password. So it means this file come from the package, for example, QL setup. So this setup package install this kind of files. So here we can find etc this one password. Okay, so now we check the QF, QL, and QA. Now try to use the QI, RPM-QI telnet. So in this case, you can find the general information. It's a name, version, list information, and the locations, and the build date, install date, and the group, what size, signature, package summary, description, like this. This is a kind of the general information of the tele package. Okay, then now I have this kind of package here. Let's check here. PMQL, QUILS, this one. Which one? Okay, telnet server. So in this case, it's not installed, but this one already installed. But here, before we install, we can find some the information, especially the dependencies. Okay, then, okay, one more thing. NCFTP I. So this one, okay, I don't have these informations. Or QIP. Okay, then let's check the information. QRP. So it means this one, RPMQRP, that requires NCFTP. So in this case, NCFTP need this kind of package or files. So if there is no this kind of package, we cannot use NCFTP packages. Okay, then one more thing. Okay, RPM, QIP, NCFTP. This one 4. So this one, even if I don't install this package, I can see or I can find some information about this package using this option QIP, like this. Okay, now let's go to chapter 4, RPM verification. Verification in the RPM packages normally compares the file, permission, type, owner, group, or MD5 checking and modify time against the RPM database. So verification checking this kind of information from the database. Number 2, install RPM file verification. So if we want to verify some installed package, we can use -V. B, uninstall for uninstall RPM package. In this case, we can use like a P. And if we want to verify all packages, in this case, VA, like this. Number 3, signature verification before package is installed. All package file will sign the GPG private signature to verify the integrity of any package file. To verify the integrity means is there any change or not from these packages. So in this case, we need the signatures. So for the signature, we need to install the signature file using this kind of option, RPM-import. And if you have the installation CD or DVD, you can find this kind of GPG key. And the RPM-K, capital K, and the package name. In this case, we can verify uninstalled package using the option -K. And the number 4, output. So when we use the -v, we can see the option like this. So here 5 mean MD5 sum, and the S mean the file size checking, and the L mean the symbolic link checking, and the time mean the modification time checking. Device, this file has become device special file or not, and username or group name and the ownership or permission change or not. So if we use this option will show this kind of some informations. Number 5, removing log file, check database, and rebuild the database. So I already told you the RPM normally save the database here, VAR library RPM, with this kind of extension DB like this. So in this case, if we delete and after that RPM hyphen rebuild DB, then RPM will make or update the database. Okay, let's check the verification. For example, RPM-V. So here we cannot find any information. So here, let's try to which one? PPP. So we can see this kind of information as 5T like this. So here S mean the MD5 checking here S.5, and the 5 is this one, and the S mean normally the file size checking, and the T is the modification time checking like this. H1. Okay, this one VA. If we use okay RPM K server. Okay, in this case, maybe if we use -K, we can see that this kind of the informations. So now this one is okay. No problem to install this one. Okay, and one more thing, VAR library RPM. So here we can find this kind of database file db. So if we want to rebuild, then delete this database file first, and after that we can use RPM rebuild like this. Just a moment, RPM. So if we use this option, now the RPM will rebuild the database. Okay, let's check. RIB RPM. So here there is no database file. So later if we use the database, then this one will make the database file here. Okay, now let's go to Chapter 5, the source RPM. If you look at what the visit some the website to provide the package of the Linux, normally you can find sometimes this kind of the extension src. This one means the source. So after we download this kind of the source file, we can make the binary file using the RPM command. For example, number 2, making RPM file. A source file installation. After you download, in my case, I will use this package ncftp src RPM. Then if we use this option IVH, then this source file will make this one ncftp.spec, and also this command will make or create some source file here, root RPM build sources. So here we can find tar file or patch files. And the B, if we use option this one BP, then here and using this file here spec, then we can find the source files here, this one This one already we can find this file, but if we use this command will extract this file, and here we can find exact the directory already extracted by this command. And number C, making RPM file. So now we found this source file and the directories. So here rpm build -ba and the spec file, then this command will make a binary file, this one, rpm file. And also in this file as rpms, we can find source file also. Now we gather the binary file of ncftp using source file. So now we are ready to install these packages like this, ivh, and this file normally we can find here, rpms, like this. Then we can check like this. Okay, let's test this one. I already download ncftp here, source file. So now let's check this one installed or not. Grab ncftp. So I don't have. So first one, let's try to install this source file, ncftp 4 src. So now this will install. Let's check install or not. Grab ncftp. But we cannot find because this is a source file, not binary file. So now let's rpm build here. First one, let's check the spec. So here we can find this file, and the second source file. So here we can find here already the compressed file and patch file of ncftp. So now here, let's go to spec here. Now I'm staying here. So here rpm build hyphen bp, this one, ncftp spec. So now, okay, you can see here. Let's check the build. So now here we can find the extracted the directory. So let's check. Here we can find all source file here. Okay, now we are install. Try to make so in this directory rpm. Try to make a ba ncftp spec. This is a process to make the RPM binary file using source file. It's a kind of process of compiling this source file to make a binary file. Okay, now finish. Then and here we can find this binary file ncftp, and rpm is a binary file, and the debugging information also. So now here let's install ncftp, this one. So now let's check. So we can find this package and ncftp. So now here we can use ncftp command localhost, for example, like this. Okay, so far I explain about the RPM, how to use or how to control RPM packages. And the next video, part 2, I will explain about the yum. Okay, see you part 2.